What up, everybody? This is Jim. I go by JFX. Jihun Friends is Xavier, just Freely Xpress, a 509 School of Hip Hop. Just wanted to use this as a platform, as an opportunity to share a little bit about who I am, what it is that we do here at 509. And it's a practice. It's just another way for me to speak to myself, my future self. To be able to reflect at a later date. And it's something that's been on my mind constantly, whether it's me getting to the point where I got to set up a camera and, make sure everything is right and perfect before I hit record, before I hit post. I just wanted to challenge myself and push beyond all those fake limitations that I put on myself and just go for it. And this may become one of many dialogues that I have with myself that ends up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. I think that we have something very unique, very beautiful, and it deserves to be shared. It deserves to have not necessarily an audience, but an outlet beyond the space that we host for people, students, and families of all ages to come learn some dance lessons here, some graffiti, DJing, music production, and poetry, and all that kind of stuff that falls under the umbrella of hip hop. But it really is just about that self-expression. And I personally have just constantly been dealing with a lot of self-doubt. And even though I go by the moniker just Freely Express, it is a constant battle internally to overcome that fear of like, is this good enough? Is this worth sharing? Are people going to watch this? But I'm just trying to be a little bit more optimistic about the whole practice of it all. And I do think that it's not about just creating the best type of content, but it's more of a genuine approach to documenting what is happening in my daily life, in our daily lives here at 509 School of Hip Hop. I do truly believe that what we do here within these walls is something very valuable, whether it's building communities, instilling that spark of confidence, especially in the youth and children, creating that sense of community for people from all walks of life, and really preserving the culture of hip hop. That's obviously a very big mission that we have here at 509 School of Hip Hop. A little bit of a backstory in terms of like how we came to be. We opened right here in the middle of 2020 during the COVID pandemic. So it was definitely a struggle to keep the doors open, attract a lot of people to come into our space when the social distancing, mass programming, and virtual session through Zoom and Instagram Live and all that was basically the norm during those times. So it led me to a place where it was very discouraging. I went through a lot of depressive thoughts to even consider like, are we even like going to make it? Will we survive? But I think the one thing that remained very clear for me was that people will find this place when it's right for them. And even 5 years later, we're still welcoming a lot of people for the very first time. And as far as like our, growth goes, we survived the first 5 years under the name 509 School of Hip Hop. Not being able to do a lot of community outreach in the first couple of years due to, of course, many lockdown restrictions. But we're really treating this year, the 5th year of operation, as our real year one, rebuilding our foundation, reevaluating what our first few years was like when it comes to the messaging and our approach and the partners that we were teaming up with. And of course, there's been a lot of lessons. Some things that I'm extremely proud of. There are some things that I still feel not so good about, but that's just the nature of human dynamics and community building and relationships. So again, this is just another way for me to do a little bit of a decompression, reflection, and it's an invitation to myself to give myself that permission and okay to speak from a vulnerable state. I constantly think about so many things that I feel like I should be doing to capture the magic of 509, whether it's through lessons that can be provided on a virtual platform like DJing lessons, dance lessons, and I just feel that these stories are definitely worth sharing. And to whoever's watching, I genuinely appreciate you taking the time to hear me out, whether you know me personally or you don't. The level of gratitude that I have for anybody showing this level of interest and dedication is just enormous. And it's something that I'm actively trying to be better at, especially as we've entered this year, is to express my emotions and my feelings and thoughts in a verbal way. I've been writing a little bit more as well, but really um, being able to articulate my thoughts and my feelings using the language, the verbal language, has not always been my strong suit, being student of ESL and many other fears that I had faced as a child. So it is something that I'm constantly going to push myself. And again, this is another way for me to hold myself accountable. And if you do feel like you can relate to any of these things that I'm saying right now, I invite you to share with me whatever that sounds like, whatever that feels like, so that we can really continue to build this community beyond these regional geographical limitation. But more importantly, it is just a way for me to connect to other human beings, human to human level. I really don't care if you break. I really don't care if you're a fan of hip hop or not. I do believe that there's something always greater than hip hop. And anybody that's really been on the same mission as us in the last little bit truly understand and value that we are here for you. We're showing up for ourselves first, but as we do that, we're practicing how to show up for others as well. So this is my promise to you, to myself as well, that I will continue showing up for myself and for you as well. So thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. This is JFX, just freely expressing my thoughts. I hope to speak with you again very soon. I hope that everyone has a blessed beginning of summer 2025. It's going to be a great season ahead. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let us know down in the comments. Hit us up in the DMs, whatever that looks like. And you all take care.